Hey everyone, hope you're having a great day. I am just enjoying getting to be a part of this with you guys, and I wanted to come and share something that I thought might be a little bit helpful for you. This is kind of a list of 10 things that or reasons that you might not be getting the results that you want. You might be going through your journey, you might feel like you're doing all the right things, but you're not getting results. And these are 10 things that I want you to kind of take a look at and see if they might apply to you, okay? So the first thing is not getting enough rest. You guys, you have to understand that anytime that rest and sleep plays such an important role in your health and fitness journey. Granted, some people can survive on 5-6 hours. Others, you're going to need like 8 hours. You really need to get to know your body and what you're going to do best on. But if you're not allowing your body to rest, you're not going to be able to get results that you want, especially if you're already strength training or you are working out pretty hard. You have to understand that when we work out, we're actually tearing down muscle fibers. When we rest, that's the time that they rebuild. So rest is absolutely crucial. Plus, if you're not getting enough rest, you're actually building up cortisol. And that's the last thing you want to do, right? So just make sure that you start getting enough rest. I know it's easier said than done, but if you really want results in what you're doing, that's something that you're going to have to start paying attention to. The second thing is that maybe you're not strength training. Strength training is such an important part in really burning fat. If you are only doing cardio, and trust me, this comes from someone, I was a cardio junkie. I mean, in high school, we had to lift weights and I loved it for sports. But once I got into college, if I wasn't out at getting Taco Cabana, tortillas and queso or drinking beer, then when I did do anything, I was a cardio girl, right? I ran, like that was the main thing that I did. And then after college, again, I just was really into cardio. I loved kickboxing, things like that. There's nothing wrong with that. I still love cardio. But if you want to start burning fat instead of just losing weight, then you're really gonna have to start doing strength training. The third thing is that you're not eating enough fibrous veggies. You've heard me talk about this over and over again. If you watch any of my videos on my page or anything, you know that that's a big thing. And so fibrous veggies, you really have got to make sure that that is the bulk of your nutrition. In fact, one thing that I used to do when I was really trying to get in the routine of this is I would have a spinach salad with every single meal. Well, not breakfast, but like, you know what I mean? Like every night at dinner, I would make myself eat like a spinach salad before I would allow myself to eat the actual dinner. So try to figure out what that's going to be for you, a little trick that might help you get those veggies in a little bit better. Also not eating enough protein. I mean, granted, we're not necessarily protein deficient, but if you are lifting a lot of weights, and the protein doesn't have to be an animal protein either, you guys, I want you to understand that. Like there's all different sources of protein out there. But if you're not getting in any protein, then a lot of times that's not going to be able to fuel your body properly in order to build that muscle, which in turn burns fat, okay? And the next is not eating enough. Period. I can't tell you how many times I get a message like, I'm doing all this work, I'm working so hard, I'm just not seeing results. And I say, give me a day of what it looks like in your life, a day of eating for you. And I'll tell you, I get it back and like, well, I've cut down to like 1,000 to 1,200 calories and this is what I'm eating. I'm like, well, yeah, no wonder. Like your body feels like it's in starvation mode. So if you're not giving yourself enough fuel, it's going to hang on to everything it has and it will not burn fat. It's going to turn into storing fat. And that's the last thing that you want. So make sure that you are getting in enough food also, that you are actually eating enough. The more that you work out, actually the more you need to eat. We have it so twisted because we're such a slave to that scale. We really need to switch flip that switch and realize that exercising more means you eat more, okay? Lacking enough water, not drinking enough water. You guys, your minimum goal should be at least half of your body weight in ounces every single day. If you're 150 pounds, you need to be drinking at least 75 ounces of water every day without fail. Your muscles are comprised mainly of water. So if you're depleting that, guess what? Your muscles are not going to have the fuel that they need to build appropriately. It's all this chain reaction. Everything is so linked together. So make sure that you're getting enough water. Plus, it helps with skin. It helps with hair. It helps. A lot of people will have headaches because they're dehydrated. If you are super thirsty, that's the first sign of dehydration. So just always, always, always drink enough water. One trick that I have is while my coffee is brewing on my Keurig, I have a 25-ounce thing of water right here. I chug it while I'm standing at the coffee pot waiting for the Keurig to brew. So that gets me in 25 ounces right then and there. The next thing is too much sugar. And you guys, sugar is hidden in so many areas. I'm guilty of it. My kids' snacks, those darn animal crackers, I mean, I'm telling you, they're like crack for me. So, it's just really paying attention to the small things like that. I think that a lot of times we don't realize it and we're like, oh no, I eat really healthy. Okay, do you? Or are you going for, grabbing handfuls here and there mindlessly and not realizing what's actually happening? So make sure that you're really mindful of your eating habits and watch that sugar intake. It's a huge killer on fat loss. 3 more things. Okay, the next one is trying to spot train. You guys, you can't spot train. You can't just sit there and do 100 sit-ups every single day and not worry about the rest of your training and the rest of your nutrition and expect to get a 6-pack. It just doesn't work that way. That's not the way our bodies were designed. So you cannot spot train. So stop trying to spot train and really focus more on full body workouts, full body programming, okay? Next to last is not having a plan. You guys, you've heard it a million times, failing to plan is planning to fail, right? You've heard it, so you know it. So it's time to start implementing it. You have got to have a solid plan in place. You need a plan for your meals every week. You need a plan for your workouts. You know what time of day you're going to do them. You are important, and you have to start treating yourself like you're important. And if you're not scheduling these things into your day, then you're basically telling yourself and your body, like, I'm not worth it. I'm not that important. Everything else is. Plan it, put it in your calendar, schedule it, make yourself a priority. Without a plan, it's very highly likely that you will fall off track and you will not succeed. So the biggest reason that we don't get results, this is the biggest reason, is we let our mind get in the way of our progress, right? We throw in the towel way earlier than what we need to. Sometimes, we're like, we don't really, again, like I just mentioned, we don't think that we're worth it. We don't think that we deserve that time. We just let so much of the head game get in our way. You guys, we all have negative thoughts. It's natural. We're human, right? We are not supernatural. We're just not. But what it takes is, even if you have those thoughts, even if you are negative up here, it's doing it anyway. Doing the work anyway. Because even if you start doing the work and you start showing up and you start, getting in your workouts when you need to, you start following these other 9 tips, if you just start doing it, regardless of what what's up here, the results are going to come. And guess what else is going to happen? Your mindset is eventually going to shift along with it. Okay. So those are 10 things that I think could possibly be stalling your results. Make sure you download the planner so that you have a planner to go from. I will be coming up with new programming soon for you guys, so you will be able to have access to that. So just make sure that you think about these 10 things. Maybe take notes like, okay, this is where I could improve on this. This is where I can improve on that, and see if your results can happen. And as always, make sure that you reach out to me if you need anything at all. Okay?